So I get asked almost every day, Shauna, when should I start my California bar exam preparation? So I put together this list of most different types of applicants. I think it's pretty full encompassing. I will preface this by saying that there are, of course, always individual variables. Those are things that we go over in our consultations when I am preparing the roadmap to your prep. But I hope this will be helpful on when to begin. So first-time takers coming right out of, let's say, a California law school, I want you to begin your studying in no less than 4 to 6 months before the bar exam. Now, this can vary if, let's say, you're going to be working or you're a parent applicant, or let's just say you know yourself and you know that it takes you time to memorize and process things, and you don't want to be in a crunch in a 2.5 month course where the schedule is very fast paced. So once the months of May or December hit for either the February or July exams, the workload definitely increases. Usually it's about something like a full-time job, so 35 to 40 hours per week of study time. So you want to factor that in and say to yourself, okay, I may not have the bar until a year from now. Maybe you're taking it in July 26, but there are 15 subjects and 3 different areas of the exam. How long do I think that's going to take me to really connect with? And if it's not within that 4 to 6 month threshold, then perhaps you want to start a little earlier. Out of state first time takers. So maybe you graduated from an out of California law school as a first time taker, at least 6 to 8 months, of course, to go over the California law that you have not been taught or reviewed in your out of state law school. LLM foreign attorney applicants. I cannot stress this enough. So many come to California and take these crash commercial bar prep courses or just buy materials online. 95% of the time, it does not work out. And we see that reflected, unfortunately, in the passage rates. The biggest reason for the low passage rates for LLM and foreign attorneys is because of not only the type of prep, they usually need so much hand holding. And of course, it's like, they're learning a different system here than they did in their home country. And they need time to really connect with all the different areas of law. In that situation, for a first-time LLM or foreign attorney applicant, a minimum of 10 to 12 months. In some scenarios, that's still not enough time. Of course, the objective is to get this done one time. So creating some buffer to really give yourself time to prepare well and not rush it. It's going to take time to get even just the writing skills, the new type of IRACing format that a lot of other countries do not teach down. Attorney applicants, those are applicants that are licensed outside of California that qualify for the 1-day writing bar, 6 to 8 months of preparation as a first-time taker, as a repeat attorney applicant, depending on how close you got when you took the exam. If you're more than 100 points, I'd say at least 6 to 8 months to really get it done only one time. We also want to factor in, if you're a first-time attorney applicant, how long have you been practicing? How long have you been out of the test-taking game? If it's more than 5 to 8 years, definitely want to give yourself a lot of time, at least maybe even a year to prepare. Repeat applicants. So this is a little tricky, of course, because there are so many variables, and repeat does encompass some of the other categories I went over as well. More than 100 points away. 100 points may not seem like a lot, but it's not always easy to do. It takes time, and especially working with me, I need to see where we need to pinpoint, where the progress needs to happen. So I'm going to recommend for repeat applicants more than 100 points away, at least 4 to 6 months of preparation time, perhaps more if you're, again, working or a parent applicant. And then those coming off of a bar, if you are 150, 100 points away, the law is pretty fresh in your mind, then you can take a 2.5 month course to really just supplement the holes that you have. Of course, this is all evaluated in our consultations. I am pretty booked for this week, but there are openings later next week or maybe a little bit later this week. And feel free to ask me any questions. That's a lot to digest, but I hope that gives some time frame to work within as to when you should start your prep. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below or send me a DM. Be well.